I'm going to be focusing on the game and talking far away from the microphone. God, I am terrible at this. Hello, I'm Zach, this is Ravenous Badger Gaming, and eventually I'm going to get used to this intro. This is continuing Donkey Kong Country, and well, this time we're going into Coral Capers, the first example in this game of a water level. Now, there is one thing that I absolutely love about the water levels in this game. There are no bonus areas in there. I don't think I've complained that much about the bonus areas quite yet, but trust me, as we get to a point later in the game, you will see why I just kind of don't like them. But we are free of that for this level, so I think we should be free of me talking about it for this level. And yeah, there's random places that you can go through the walls here for, no apparent reason, but you know what, there's interesting stuff in there, so let's go with that. There's an arrow pointing down, and it gives us On Guard, the swordfish, who we have seen in the animal tokens, but have not seen in the animal form. So, you missed. There we go. There we go. You kill the fish. You stab the fish. Okay, and be careful for the whatever those things are. They're supposed to be some sort of variation on sea urchins. I think so. But you know what? Really, I don't know. So let's just keep moving on. We just need to get to the end of this and survive, and these water levels aren't too bad for that. Now, something of note here is that there are no levels in this game where you are both underwater and above the water. You don't have any hybrid part on land, part on water levels here. And oh look, there's a second On Guard for in case you want him after you get to the midway barrel, because you get him well before the midway barrel. And yeah, you might want him because when you die, you don't get to keep your animal buddy, usually because you probably don't have, well, at least in the water level case, you don't have the animal buddy when you die. If it's an above land level, you might drop into a bottomless pit with the animal buddy, and so you would keep them when you die. But in this case, that's not going to happen, so they give you an extra. Kind level design. Not something that necessarily is the case throughout all of this game, or all of the games in this series. Rare had a bit of a sadistic streak, and this is nothing compared to, say, Battletoads. And there we go. All the Kong levels a nice, simple, straightforward level. And Funky's Flights is completely irrelevant to us right now. It'll become relevant later. For now, we'll go to Barrel Cannon Canyon, which was mentioned in the last video by Cranky Kong. And okay, sure. Up at the top here is a thing I will do later. For now, we're just gonna worry about, doing the level, kind of the way the designers intended. Now, there we go, let's make that jump, and, okay, why did I think that was something else? I swore that was the thing that Cranky was telling us about, the leap of faith. I almost called it leap of fail because I have spent too much time on the internet and some things just kind of creep into your speech patterns. And improper use of the word fail is a very common thing to get. Okay, that's just for bananas. Sure. The gimmick to this level, in case you haven't guessed, barrel cannons. Get in the barrel and it shoots you out, and yeah, this is gonna be fun. I generally tend to have some trouble with these. It gets worse later. It gets much, much worse. But this one alone can be pretty bad. Mostly because you need just a good sense of timing. I don't tend to have a sense of timing on these. I don't know why. I can do decently well, but I think part of the problem is I start hurrying myself. And I keep saying, oh yeah, no, I need to do this with great speed. And yeah, wow, I'm glad I got in there. See, what happens is you just go through that if you go through that part normally without going into the bonus level area. I think there is a bonus around here somewhere. There we go, I knew it. And what do I get from the roulette? I get a 1-up. Yeah, you don't really have control over yourself on the fall there like you would out of most barrel cannons within the game, so that kind of sucks. Let's go here. What am I saying? Let's go here. I know what I'm doing, obviously. See, now this starts to get just a little bit tricky, because not only do you have to line up the barrel with the barrel, you got to make sure that the zinger, which I will just call B from now on, even though zinger's its official name, it's a B. You just need to make sure that the barrels need to be lined up, not with the B. Back to the midway point, and we'll make our way forward through this somehow. I was somewhere around here, wasn't I? I think I was here. Thing that does not make sense about this in my brain is the fact that the barrel on my side, the barrel I'm in at the moment, does not go all the way up. Okay, that really was all that took. I am an idiot. Ah, thank you. Worst part is, I'm gonna have to play through this again, because I know I did not get all the bonus areas. And that's the letter G, I think. Did I? Yay, I got all of them. Wow, I didn't end up that far behind on lives. Oh, I did get all the bonus areas. Alright, so well, let me go back and show the thing I said I was going to show. Jump up here, jump into this barrel, and it shoots you up to here, which shoots you to this barrel, which lets you go and keep going, and you skip over a decent part of the level, and if you jump better than I did, you can get an a Rambi token up there. And where exactly does this put you? This puts you at this point, which, where was this in the... I think this was the first section that had that bonus level that if you fly face first into the wall, you're gonna get. Yep. So, to make a little bit of progress, I'm gonna show off something, one of these side things that actually is relevant at the moment. Candis save point. Now, this is where you save the game. You don't get to keep lives, you don't get to keep banana counts, but you get like all of the thing of, oh, completion of levels, completion of bonus levels, everything like that gets saved in there. So, it can be useful. So now we go on to the boss of the first world, Very Naughty's Lair, where you fight a giant beaver. You have fought many of these things already, and he's certainly classified as a boss. He goes down a little too easy. And look, we're surrounded by a giant banana horde, but apparently Donkey Kong had so many bananas that that giant horde that we saw there. You know, let's go back to this world. I want to go back to this world because let's make our slow way through this as we progress from one level to another. But look at the size of that stash of bananas. And that's just a tiny piece of what he had, apparently. So to show you one last thing, something that makes this relevant. Funky's Flights is finally relevant because we now have more than one world open. You go and visit Funky, and he's built an airplane out of... That is the worst way I could possibly think of to build an airplane out of a barrel. Yes, it can only send us to somewhere we've already been. But that's kind of just how video games tend to work. So he's just going to repeat with his, "Whoa, dudes, my name's Funky Kong." Stupid. It's not even a good surfer voice. You know what? We're gonna just... That's it for now. My brain is completely spent on how awful that was. So, next time, we will continue to progress and make it to Monkey Mines. So, see you then!